Wicked wild, wild. Wicked wild, wicked wild, wicked wild, wild west. Jim West, Desperado, Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six gunning this, brother running this. Buffalo Soldier. Look, it's like I told you. Any damsel that's in distress, be out of that dress when she meet Jim West.
Yeah, episode 98,
Wow.
dude. Oh, this is awesome, dude. 98 degrees.
This is it. 98 degrees.
Nick Lachey,
Reminds
dude.
me of Backstreet Boys a little bit.
O-Town.
You are
My fire.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Here we go.
did you ever fuck with O-Town?
No, I disliked
tight.
them. I remember not liking them.
Liquid Dreams. They made a song about fucking wet dreams, and it just flopped. People were like, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to fuck with this boy band.
the first song was about coming in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick, though. Yes.
Dude, did you ever watch have you watched like a Backstreet Boys performance from like the early 2000s?
No.
It's pretty fucking weird.
What, how sexual they are?
No, it's about how like they just took R&B and they're like, yeah, we're going to have white guys do this. And they just literally to the point where they just like study the gear they wear is insane.
Oh, yeah. They go full fucking like, it's like blackface.
It is, dude.
It's what would black dudes wear? How about like a white vest and like the most baggy pants we can find, cargo pants and like Timbs?
I'm telling you, the more I like,
I think one dude had cornrows.
definitely did.
I think one of the
AJ, the bad boy.
I think fucking Justin Timberlake had
Definitely
cornrows.
had cornrows. Justin Timberlake had cornrows. AJ, the bad boy for the Backstreet Boys, I think went to rehab for like
Oh my
alcoholism.
god,
Dude,
what a bad boy though. That's sick.
I'm telling you, man.
True naughty B, dude.
I never thought anything of it, and I don't know what I was doing. I was hanging out with Brittany, and we watched a Backstreet Boys live performance in the VMA. And I was like, oh god! I was like, this is bizarre, dude.
Yeah.
It would be like baby blue velour sweatpants and like a white Kango hat and like a chain and a vest, and it was just like, what the fuck are these guys?
Nelly
wearing?
must have been furious.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Nelly,
Nelly. I would've been
Sinbad.
like, what's going on, her?
Yeah, dude.
What are you doing right there, dude?
Dude, I was listening to rap today, and even that, I still go back and forth, man. Like, I really like listening to rap, and it just like a line will catch me out of the blue, where I'm just kind of like these little bit. Like the one guy was just talking about like how much weed he smokes. And he's like, I make sure I smoke my weed. And it's just like, I just wonder what the fuck goes on in their head when it comes to like them on track. When they're like, if they wake up and they're like, smoke weed twice a day, committed a crime. They're like, yup, dude, killing it today. This is great. It's
This
so
is how
weird.
I live.
So it's just weird to think that like, just to be stoked on that.
To be stoked on yourself for getting high.
For getting high
Yeah,
and
it's
like
so fucking
committing a
lame.
crime and like
So
being
lame.
like, dude, I'm so fucking violent. I'm so high right now, dude. This is-
Yeah.
like I have the worst temper in the world, dude. It's
I lose my shit every day.
yeah, it's like, dude, let's not do this. So I'm like sitting there like, dude, this is so fucking sick. And then
Yeah.
they'll be like, I lose my temper. I'm like, I try to control
I
myself
lose my
emotionally.
fucking temper all the time.
Well, the one guy's
Fucking
line
hit
was like,
women.
I was born in the pot because my temperature or my blood's always boiling. I'm like, dude, why are you so fucking mad?
Yeah, what are you angry about?
Yeah, chill out,
Why
man.
don't you fucking relax, dude?
Yeah.
Trump's in the office, dude. Relax.
Exactly.
Things are going well.
Yeah, dude.
You got nothing to be mad about.
I don't know what's going on with that, man.
With Trump Daddy?
Yeah, what's happening? He's doing good. He's doing. I haven't followed the
I
news.
think he's the best ever.
Is he,
Is
dude?
that what's going on?
I can't tell. I don't know what's happening.
I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's Hitler.
You can phase. Yeah, you can phase.
I'm not
that
sure
out.
if he's Hitler yet.
I don't think he's hit.
A lot of people said he was.
Well, here's the dude. The thing is,
I don't think he's Hitler yet.
it's one of the two things. It's either, or actually, it's three things. It's either he is Hitler and he's undermining the press and he's trying to like completely manipulate
Become
the
a
entire
fascist.
citizenry and become a
Yeah.
fascist, which is like, all right,
Sick as fuck.
that's one.
If he goes fascist, I'm gonna be first in line, being like, "That's sick that you did that. You ruined the best country in the world and became a dictator." Dude.
Well, it's funny
sick.
because you hear about people loving Stalin. I'm like, is this how this shit happens? You just slide into it. You're like, nah, dude, I thought he was pretty fucking sick, dude. I don't know what everyone had a problem with.
Yeah, for sure. That's exactly how it happens.
That's crazy. But then it's like, so that's one scenario. Or Hillary's part of like a child molesting cabal of deep state fucking
You
people.
think Hillary's part of the child
That's the
molesting
other.
cabal?
That's the alternate side of this, where it's like, nah, dude, you guys got it all wrong. There's a deep state, and they're lying, and they're stealing people, and they sold all the jobs overseas, and it's
Yeah.
like, and they stole kids out of Haiti.
So you think it's one of those two things? Because I
Or-
got a good chance.
or it's fucking
definitely neither.
exactly, or it's neither, and then it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
well, what the
nothing.
fuck?
Yeah, it's not. That's what it is.
It's neither.
It's neither, and he's just a fucking idiot. That's
Mm-hmm.
the president.
And what about Clinton?
Clinton.
Yeah,
just would have been an idiot. That's the president. And yeah, if you want to hold politicians to civilian standards, most of them are criminals.
Yeah, fair enough.
You know, it's like George Bush is a war criminal then.
Yeah,
but
no, he's a good dude.
He's a man.
He's a man.
He's
I miss him, dude.
I'm good with a little war.
Well, I always hear war criminal, and I'm like, you know, it's like, what exactly does that entail?
I think
like
that entails
the drone coming up with the drone program and just fucking.
No, not the drone program necessarily, but yes, I mean bombing like weddings and shit with robots. Yeah, that's a pretty bad crime. But like,
what's a weird? That's not like a battle. You know what I mean?
Lying about anthrax, like WMDs in Iraq.
That's a war criminal.
Like clearly fabricating that to start a war in Iraq.
True that. That's war criminal status. But it's also like. You hear about like the Revolutionary War and Civil War, and there's like Battle of the Bulge, and there's like they got up on a hill and they're like, all right, we're going to have war down. And now it's just like, is that a battle technically? When like a robot comes up and just fucking blasts a wedding, and it's just like,
blasts a wedding, dude.
Battle of
the battle of fucking the Green Eyes wedding, dude.
They're in the middle, they're like just catching on to the electric slide, like, damn, this song's fucking sick. And it's like,
damn, I wonder how many of those started with like. Because I was just at a wedding, like, you know that moment where everyone's like, come dance, come fucking dance. Like, I don't, every time I dance, it sucks. And they're like, no, come on. And then while you're walking out, everyone's like, yeah, boom, robot.
And then you're just like picking up your wife and her face
like
is
her
gone.
Arm, like, Allah, Allah, Allah. Yeah, that's a tough life. That's a tough thing. I've seen a couple wedding videos where the floor collapses. It's pretty funny. Like a bunch of fucking Indians are just packed into a fucking dance floor.
And they literally
so hard that the floor fucking collapses.
I wonder if there's a saying. I wonder if there's a saying in India about like not tearing the roof down, dude. They're just tearing down the floor, dude.
Just bust through the floor. Yeah, I was at a wedding this weekend. It was.
How was it?
It was magical.
Was it good?
It was so magical.
So it's nice being at a wedding. Well, obviously being at a wedding and not being married, but it's tight being a guest, especially when you just meet a girl.
Yeah, when
it's fresh. When you it's tight.
Brought a new bitch to the wedding.
That's always nice.
Showed off my new bitch, released it on Instagram,
Exactly.
said, behold the bitch.
Exactly.
Now I'm done with the baby girl shit.
Yeah.
Now that we're starting to get close enough that now I don't like her anymore.
Yeah. You're starting to push her away. That's a sick move.
No, I'm gay for it. But yeah, the wedding was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I got fucked up. My dad got fucked up. That was funny.
That's
My dad
fun.
got fucking shit-faced. He took shots last night. Dude, geezers do not do well with shots.
Not at all.
My sister, Katie, showed her ass. She got fucked up.
Did she really?
Not literally, but you know.
No, I know that.
She showed her ass.
Did she really?
Yeah. And my family does the same thing. Like if we all try to point fingers at everyone else for being the most drunk, which is really funny because everybody gets blacked out. And then like right when we all saw each other in the lobby, it was like, damn, how are you feeling?
Oh,
it's like, I'm good.
God.
How the fuck are you? I'm fine.
I'm fine, man. I'm not even drunk.
Like, I thought you would be real bad. Are you okay? And then my sister was like, yeah, I'm fine. I was like, yeah, you're probably drunk. You're probably still drunk because you were shit-faced.
That's the most Irish
like, why are you
shit
trying to make
ever,
me feel
dude.
bad?
That's so fucking funny.
That's how we all handle feeling bad.
It's like
you look at someone else and be like, you got it worse than me right now.
You're pretty relaxed, aren't you? Pretty juiced up. It's like, I had a couple.
No, yeah, why don't you slow down? You had a couple drinks.
Oh my God, dude.
People get so mad. Yeah, the girl I brought though, BBG, dude.
Had a fun time.
Yeah, it was nice.
Tearing up the dance floor.
BBG was dancing. She's a good dancer.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, fucking twerk for my dad right now. She's
really?
out there fucking twerking that fucking fat old ass, dude.
That's also like, dude, that's a girl coming into like a foreign family. You want to talk about fucking war, dude. You're a foreign chick and you have to hit the scene of the family. You instantly have to dominate and just try to fucking...
She did great. I was thinking like, because I would have been nervous as fuck. And I think it's clearly, I think it's very different for men than women when it comes to visiting the family.
Definitely.
Because like men, you got to show up and be like, I'm a very caring, professional man. I have shit in order. Like a girl can just show up and be like, I'm fun.
Yep.
Everyone's like, that's great. You're happy. Don't talk back.
Yep. No, it's also like...
And also, they respect talking back. She started running her yap a little bit, and everyone was like, nice. Yeah, fuck Shane.
That's
Shane's
true.
a fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's anytime I introduce like a girl to my uncles, they're like, what are you doing with this fucking loser? This fucking dork.
That's what I told her. I was like, as soon as we get there... Yeah. First off, everyone's going to get drunk on Friday, and then everyone will start making fun of me.
Yeah, it's like... This is the best you can do?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Like, what the fuck are you doing with this guy?
Yeah, man. What I'm talking about is not necessarily your date or anyone's dates, but there's like when there's a new chick on the scene, the girls who are already embedded into this family kind of get like,
yeah,
and then they
do.
they get kind of like
baby ladies, dude, especially
exactly.
with BB girl coming through.
That's what I'm saying.
Ooh.
So at a wedding, it's kind of like they'll get into this thing of like who's not part of the like, you're not even part of this family. It's just like, dude, I'm telling you that it's like a whole other thing for them. Whole other thing.
I wonder if dudes, if I would do that, I wouldn't do that. I don't think I would give a fuck.
No. You're just like, who's this guy? And it's like, oh, that's my cousin's
Every time
boyfriend.
my sisters bring home a boyfriend, I'm always like, this guy's great.
Yeah.
That's
what up, dude? There was one guy we didn't really like. There was one dude that came through who was dating my sister.
I liked all of them. Even if they were complete fucking dildos.
Well, my sister was in high school, and he was like 4 years old. He was a little old. Little bit old, dude. And
I was always
kind of like...
You have younger sisters.
Yeah.
I have 2 older sisters by like 7 years.
You got 2 sister boys, dude.
So I would get new brothers. I'd get new big brothers. Yes, you guys are awesome. You guys are so cool.
Please don't leave my sister, dude.
Dude, you're my best friend now. But yeah, it was good. It was fun. We were supposed to go. I was gonna take baby girl to the. It's so ridiculous. My dad walked in and she was sitting on the couch. He just walked in and he was like, "Baby girl." It was really funny. Yeah. But
did your dad listen to the cast?
No, but he knows.
He knows the spiel.
That Katie does.
Okay,
so everybody was. Yeah. I was getting made fun of for that as well. Which I was like, that's the fucking joke.
Oh, it's so funny. Oh, they thought you were being
it's
like,
corny to call her baby girl.
What's up, baby girl?
Yeah.
Oh,
they were like,
God.
Does he actually call you that? What a fucking loser. I was like, I'm not a loser, Mom. But we were supposed to go to the dirt track on Friday at Williams Grove, the Speedway by my house.
What's the fucking what's that? It's not what's that called? It's just
sprint cars, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Nice.
The ones with like they look
cage,
the little tiny ones with the roof.
Go-karts.
Yeah. Fast
white trash Formula One,
Yeah, but yeah, it is. The night before we were supposed to go, a dude died. He fucking took his white trash go-kart into the wall, and they shut down the race for the weekend.
What?
Yeah, which would have been sick to have brought her to our first race and
Witness
watch a guy
death?
fucking die. Yeah, just me be like, yeah, welcome to where I live.
Holy fuck!
It's life and death out here every day.
It's life and death on the dirt track.
Some dude named Bud drove into the wall and died.
He died?
Yeah.
The memorial service for that has to be absolutely hilarious.
It has to be the littest shit in the world, dude. Just dudes love it. They would love America.
I mean,
Somehow America would get involved.
I mean, if you want to get memorialized and airbrushed, dude, drive a go-kart into a wall in front of 400 people, dude. You go down in history, dude.
Damn, people would be chugging Budweiser pounders.
Can you get me some gear?
Yeah, that's what I was the most excited about.
You're trying to get memorial gear?
Not his memorial gear. I was trying to get fucking sick gear.
Oh, sick dirt
Just
track
like
gear.
sprint cars with that guy's name would be hilarious now that he fucking died like an idiot.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. It was even that was
that would have
nice.
been tight to see him die.
I know, that's what I was saying. Dude, bring in a fucking girlfriend.
So what you have to do? You have to explain
death?
to her like, yo, the guy died.
Yeah, I was like, we can't go.
Happens all the time.
Yeah.
My uncle died in a fucking go-kart.
Every Gillis has died in a go-kart. And we're too big. We sitting there like Donkey Kong. None of us fit in the sprint cars.
You're like Bowser.
So then we went downtown Harrisburg, dude.
Ooh.
Friday night.
Anyone get pepper sprayed?
Nuts. I think we got out of there. She might have got fucking. She was shit faced. What? Baby girl got fucking hammered.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
that's all you can do. If you're in a strange new world, dude, it's just kind of like, well, I'm gonna get hammered and see how this works out. Yeah.
See what happens.
I'm telling you, that's like a really viable strategy. Like when I go into things where I'm like, I'm kind of uncomfortable. I don't know anyone here. I'm like, I'm gonna be sober, just be normal here, and I'm just like, oh God, and I'm sitting there like, well, I don't know when to talk and when not to talk.
Being sober at a new group of people's party is.
I end up somehow by myself, like 5 feet from everyone, just kind of like.
Always.
And you're in a loud bar, everyone's drinking. You're just like, how do you? How's work going? They're like, what? And you're like, nothing. I'll just chill here,
fuck
dude.
it.
You're like,
Is the kitchen closed? Kitchen's closed, isn't it? All right.
I'll be on my phone
like water.
On my phone, like 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's been 2 minutes. Get off your phone. I'll look around, like, man, back on my phone. It's not weird. A lot of people are on their phone out in public. It's not a big deal.
Every single time I've gone to somebody else's outing, sober, that's me.
I leave feeling negatively
every time. And if you're with a lady, which chances you are, otherwise you wouldn't fucking be there.
Yeah,
they hate you.
Hate you, dude.
They fucking hate you.
They're like, what's wrong? What is that?
What are you mad about? These are my friends. It's like I'm fucking trying.
Yeah. Or
your friends suck.
My whole thing is like, I'm cool. I'm just can't I just stand here? Like, why do I have to talk to people? And
Yeah.
she's like, yeah, you have to talk to people at a social event. I'm like, all right, well, I just like to listen to people talk. I don't feel like talking to anyone.
You like talking.
Not to strangers, dude.
What do you think you're doing right now?
I'm not talking to a stranger, dude.
Talking to a stranger, dude. Yeah, true.
Podcasting?
Everybody that listens to this is familiar, dude.
Oh, for sure, dude.
This
It's
is
family, dude.
Chat family.
This
dude.
is family.
What can we even talk about? Family's all we got.
That's
dude.
all we got, dude.
That's the only song I played the entire weekend.
Damn, dude. Paul Walker fucking died in a go-kart.
Paul Walker took a go-kart to a tree, dude.
I wonder if Paul Walker and Bud right now clasping it up like, yo, brother.
We fucking did it.
We lived our lives a quarter mile at a time in different ways. I mean,
I think Bud lived a fucking sick-ass life. I think that was his
he
name.
was definitely fast and
You've
furious.
been to those
How
fucking-
old was he? I gotta know this.
I don't know. I gotta look it up.
40.
We'll look it up.
What if he was like 46?
Then that's the sickest death possible. If you're above 40 and you die at a dirt track, congratulations.
I mean, honestly, dude, if I hit 46 and I was driving go-karts, nothing against it, I wouldn't give a fuck if I died or not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm saying that now in my Honda Civic. Just like every now and again, I'll be driving and someone will cut me off, and it's just kind of like, yeah.
I'm
I'll
ready.
push us both into the river, dude. I'll fucking die right now. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You're willing to fucking die for it.
I'm willing to die for road rage, dude.
I love it.
Not even for road rage, just kind of like, yeah, dude, you want to fucking play games? Like, want to see who can play the worst
Yeah.
games right now, dude?
I got road rage in front of baby girl a couple times. Like we were talking, and I was like, I'm a nice guy. Like I'm not like like everybody thinks I'm like homophobic or racist. Like because we were talking about comedy, and I was like, fucking faggot cunt. I was like, anyway. I was like, guarantee this next guy's fucking Indian, dude. Fucking guarantee it. Indians love driving Honda Odysseys. They fucking love it. Drove up. It's like a white dude. I'm like, close. Yeah.
Oh my god.
She got to witness. It's crazy. I haven't, bringing someone new around the family. And my family, they put on an act. Your family starts putting on an act a little bit. Yeah. Everybody's telling stories.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
That's true. It's like, I got a little fast and loose with that, bringing like people around the family, dude.
Yeah.
I would just like.
You can't bring it around the family.
I would bring girls around the family, dude. And then it was just kind of like.
Family, dude.
And then it gets to the point where like. People get kind of they stop taking your girlfriend seriously.
Yeah,
that's where I've run into trouble with girls. It's kind of like what's fucked up too is I pretty much always date black chicks. And like when I got divorced, and then
it's family. Dude.
I brought Brittany around my family. She was talking to my cousins, and she was like, "Hey, I'm here with Matt." And one of them was like, "Yeah, we figured." And then
oh, which cousin was that? Dude?
I forget. One of the
that
girls.
Sounds like a fucking Hoss statement.
One of the girls.
Honest. Shout out Haas.
Probably a descendant.
Shout out Haas, you fucking dickhead.
Probably a female descendant of Haas. Haas can be a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it was a female descendant of Haas, I think. That was like, yeah.
Haas hit fucking baby girl with a hard one.
What did he say?
Remember that at Helium?
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
What did he say? He said some fucked up shit while we were walking out. We don't need to bring it. Oh, it wasn't. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
It wasn't baby girl. It was a different chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What up?
Rivet.
Yeah, remix. That was before I met you, baby girl. I know you're listening with your fine ass, you fucking fat old ass, you bitch, you dirty bitch. You're such a fucking hoe.
Yeah, man.
I scolded in front of her, threw in some fucking dip in front of her. I was like, yo, this is me. This is how I live.
How'd she feel about it?
She's upset.
Did you?
She's not happy about it.
You didn't do like a sexy like kiss where you put some of the skull in her mouth?
You gotta take some of that skull, baby.
Take some of this skull out my mouth.
No,
baby.
she was like, if you seriously do that, I'm fucking not touching you at all this entire. I was like, yeah, fucking right, dude.
And you did the skull.
Yeah, I was like, fucking toss one in right in front of her.
You have to.
Come get it. Let her know I'm a fucking naughty B, dude. If I was a pussy, I'd have been like, no,
if you put that skull away, you were done, dude. That was a defining moment. That's how I mean, into my failed marriage, that was the roots of it. She was like, I don't like guys who smoke weed. And I used to always have half-smoked joints in my pockets. I had like a pocket tee and literally pulled out a half-smoked joint and lit it and was like, whatever, dude. Same thing.
You think that was probably what made it?
That gets them, dude. When you go against them like that, when you James Dean them and you're just like, whatever, babe.
Yeah.
I got to race. I got to go to the fucking valley.
Hit the dirt track.
We're gonna race closest to the edge of the cliff. We're playing chicken,
I'm
dude.
gonna drive straight off the cliff in front of everyone at the party.
Did you ever see Grease when they go to the edge to stop? It's fucking me.
Oh, dude, this was fucking hilarious. So today we were driving home from this wedding, and Phil was driving. My dad was driving, and he had to go straight at this intersection. The right lane had a turn right only, and there was a car in front, and he just mentally fucking collapsed. Like, he started to get in the right lane, and then he saw that it was right only, so he was like, and, like, switched lanes. Like, I've never seen my dad do it.
He didn't want to put, like, a dickhead move and go straight from a turning lane?
Yeah. So instead he, like, panicked and just kept driving.
Well, it's probably everything he's ever hated for years.
And there was a car that he had to slam on the brakes, and, like, the traction control, like, took over. Like, anti-lock brakes took over. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
He probably was, as he was doing it, he was probably flashing, like, seeing him. He probably saw a Puerto Rican dude in the mirror and was like, ah!
But yeah, and then he made this, like, crazy, I've never seen my dad do it. He made, like, a weird, nervous, like, when I looked at him, because I was sitting shotgun, I was like, what the fuck was that? And he was like,
oh my God.
I've never seen anything like it.
He slipped, dude.
I was like, are you all right? And he was like, I'm all right. But it was the first, I think it was like the first real sign of old age I've seen him.
Did you?
Yeah, it was kind of sad.
Man,
I was like, you want me to drive?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, sure, Shane.
Dude, that's
yeah.
It sucks too when you, like, especially if you don't see your dad for a while and you come back and you see, like, a lot of age in your face. You're like, oh, fuck, you becoming, like, old as hell now? You're like, shit, dude.
It was sad because then he, like...
Don't become a senior citizen?
The way he did it,
yeah,
like, he kept accelerating. And there was a car in front of us. So, like, while he was trying to make up his mind which lane, he was accelerating. And then he jammed on the brakes hard as fuck. And then I looked at him, and he was, like, embarrassed.
Of course.
Yeah, but normally he's an asshole.
Does he do that kind of...
Sure,
but he probably doesn't do that. He doesn't strike me as, like, a feckless driver.
He, like, fucking avoids highways. It's crazy. He takes, like, back roads.
That's tight.
It's kind of fucking annoying, especially now that you have Google Maps, so you can see how much time he just added. Well, you just added fucking 10 minutes. He's like, yeah, sure, Shane.
That crushes old men of being like, nah, this is an old shortcut. And you're looking like, nope, this is 23 minutes added to the thing.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, all right, Shane.
Yeah, like that thing. Like that thing knows.
That thing. Yeah, I'd like to.
I've been driving for 47 years. Yeah, that's my dad's favorite thing. I've been driving for 46 years. The thing I like to know, and you're like, nah, this is science, dude. It definitely says that this is long as fuck. That sucks, man. Seeing him get old is kind of like...
He was, like, ashamed. Mm-hmm. It was like a sad moment.
I mean, that's how they end up fucking running, like, 4 people over in a church parking lot. Did you ever see that happen? Yes. I came out of an evening mass one time, and an old lady hit, like, 4 people, dude. I was like, holy fuck.
My grandpa pinned... We were golfing. And I was in 8th grade, I remember it. And he was driving the golf cart.
Yeah.
And he just... The club pro was in front of us at the clubhouse, and he hit the fucking... He didn't put it in reverse. Slammed the gas, pinned the pro against the wall, and was still accelerating. And the guy was like, "Oh fuck!"
It happens once a week.
Stop.
Dude, I mean, when you're like 60, 70 years old, you probably start daydreaming, like, where you'd leave reality. So he's probably... Did you ever read the Tibetan Book of the Dead? It's like a guide for, like, what happens once you die and you leave your body. There's, like, there's very specific instructions of, like, you're in, like, a hallway, you walk to, like, the red door, and, like, someone talks to you and you make a left. They're probably walking around, like, the Tibetan Book of the Dead.
You think they're in the hallway? You think my
they're
dad was half in the hall?
Yeah, probably in the hallway, just fucking, like, listening. He probably saw, like, the scorpion lady and was just like, which way do I go? And all of a sudden, like, man! It's like, oh, fuck.
I think the scorpion lady was talking to Phil. Like, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. It's so funny thinking of a dickhead.
I've been dead for 3 minutes. You think I don't know?
Just a dickhead dad going to, like, having to speak to, like, an immortal being. Yeah. Why did you take that road? The GPS said it was faster. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sure. What is this, scorpions? Please.
I've been alive for 64 years. I'm like, I'm eternal. I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah, probably like Obama. But, yeah,
that's definitely heaven's biggest concern. It is racism, dude.
Heaven, yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
If that's the case, no one made it to heaven yet.
For sure, that's true. Yeah. No, I'm saying they probably. I mean, it's Jew heaven.
Oh yeah, true.
We can only go to Jew heaven.
Yeah, there's no hell.
Yeah.
Jews don't believe.
I said it before. If you're Catholic, you go there. You're a janitor. If you go to heaven, they're like, here's a broom, dude. Sweep Gentile.
You think if Catholics go to Jew heaven,
you only go to janitors? Jew heaven's the only heaven there is.
No, Allah. Muslim heaven's the best, dude. I'm Muslim, dude.
Yeah, but there's only one way there, dude.
You gotta spill blood.
Yeah, dude.
You gotta praise Allah by
it's
spilling
blood. Either you just join Judaism, you go to Jew heaven, and just, I don't know what happens. I think you just, like, buy a house, and, like, it just keeps fucking increasing, like, astronomically, and you're like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What an investment. Oh, wow. What a great investment.
You just buy stocks and get to insider trade and no one...
Yeah. You get to just commit white collar crimes. Yeah. Then you get to manipulate the proles.
Yeah, it's such a sick stereotype.
But the Jews make money and then manipulate the population.
Well, that's the stereotype. That's like what's taught in terms of like critical race theory about like whiteness and like white people. It's just Jewish stereotypes remixed.
Yeah, you were saying this in. Oh God, we haven't even talked about your schooling,
dude. Try to talk about it, dude.
You try not to?
I'll get kicked out.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers will boot me, bro.
Yeah, Matt, I'll speak on it.
I mean, I don't give a fuck. But
Matt, I'm not gonna name anything.
They boot. I'm also sworn to secrecy in my school. You're not allowed to talk about it.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like clinical. I'm going to school for like clinical stuff.
Okay.
So you're sworn. That's what they say. You're sworn to secrecy in and out of the classroom.
Oh shit. Sorry about that.
Oh, I don't give a fuck.
Putting you on blast, dude. It's positive vibes only out here.
It's PVO, baby. But no, dude, I'm telling you, it's like the stuff. I'm waiting till I get done. The stuff I can't wait. I'm building the most mega.
I can't even believe it.
Mega dossier, dude.
Matt right now is on the cusp of one of the biggest dossiers.
Dude, I'm getting my fucking master's degree.
Since last month.
True. I'm doing a 2-year.
Damn, dude.
This is a 2-year investigatory report. I want the degree. But dude,
are you gonna write? Are you gonna write about it?
Definitely.
Yeah,
2 years, unless I get brainwashed, dude. Unless I get fucking brainwashed.
What's that shirt?
Positive vibes only, bro.
You took off your fucking Blue Lives Matter shirt.
I was hot. I wore my blue lives. I wore my blue lives. This is green lives matter, dude.
True, that's Irish cops.
It's Irish cops, dude.
Best kind of
I wore
cops.
this in Whole Foods, and it was just kind of instantly like, I don't give a fuck, dude. And instantly walked around just like, oh god, everybody hates me.
I do that every single time I put on a fucking outfit.
Really?
I'm like, I'll just wear this. Who gives a fuck? Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
Like when I would wear a tracksuit to a comedy show. I'd be like, yeah, fuck all these people. As soon as I got there, I was like, fuck, I shouldn't have worn this. I look like a fucking idiot, dude. Everyone knows I'm a fucking moron.
That's what I felt in Whole Foods. I was just literally like, I feel like a prey animal. I was just walking around just like, oh yeah.
You felt like it. Yeah. You love deer's thought process.
I have, dude. I've said it before. I have like a squirrel's brain. I just kind of walk around. I'm like, I gotta do stuff. I gotta remain busy, and I don't know why. And
I was just in Chinatown for.
How was that?
A brunch and dinner.
Where'd you have brunch at?
I had brunch at some neuter place.
In Chinatown?
Yeah, I forget what it's called.
Dude,
it was fucking good neuters.
You just fucking reminded me, man. I have to pause you, dude. I was moving yesterday, and we have an Asian landlord, and he was on the roof of the building across from us, across the street. Nicest dude in the world, dude. And he was like, we were like, hey, Charlie, we're moving out. And he was from the roof. He goes, oh, do you need any help? way across the roof. And I was like, he's like, oh, do you need any help? Like yelled at it from a roof all the way down across the street. I was just like, oh, dude, you're the best.
I would have gone home.
Oh, you're the best.
I've been like, yeah, we're done. I'm done.
But I should have I wanted to be like, yeah, we do actually, and just wait until he
get down there.
Like, oh, you sure you need help?
I'll send my nephew. Yeah, help. He'll help you very much.
He just screamed it.
You guys need help?
Do you guys need any help? He actually helped one of the old tenants move.
Really?
He helped this girl move. Yeah,
that's very honorable.
He's so honorable, dude. It was like. So what? You were in Chinatown?
It's just in Chinatown. I haven't been racist against Asians in very long. It's been like a couple weeks since
I go back and forth.
I think every single day I'm like,
I go back and forth if that's racist, dude.
Doing a Asian impression?
Yeah, why not? You can do a Southern accent and be like, blah, blah, blah. That's a funny voice.
Yeah.
Asian voice in the ears of America. Hilarious, dude.
Yeah, it is.
There's something about it that is fun. It's like
so funny.
They cracked the code as how like farts are funny. Asian accents in America are almost as funny as farts.
Asian accents is
if not almost funnier, dude.
Yeah, probably.
If I heard that guy farting from the roof, I'd be like, oh. Yeah. But since he said help, I was like,
yes.
I was like, nice, dude. Second best.
Damn, think of an Asian farting. Must be the funniest thing in the world. Oh,
I've never heard an Asian fart.
I never saw a black person sneeze.
Oh, I definitely saw a black person
I know you have, but I don't think they sneeze, dude. Asians don't fart. Black people don't sneeze.
Interesting, dude. I've heard, I sneeze loud as fuck, that I've learned. But I've only
learned.
Well, apparently people call me out. They're just like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Because I go full and I just force it out as hard as I can. a lot of girls. I've definitely heard black dudes sneeze before this. I've heard black chicks sneeze for sure.
You've ever seen a black dude sneeze?
I just heard a black chick sneeze today up the street, and I God bless you to her.
Up the street.
I actually, literally, she was halfway up the block, and I came out the door. I was like, God bless you. She's like, thanks, and just kept moving.
If it's a black person that sneezes, you got to leave off the D in God.
What, God bless you?
Yeah, you got to say God bless
you. God bless you.
God bless.
But no, but a lot of girls go for like super like undetectable sneezes where they're just kind of like, the fuck was that? And they're like, I sneezed. It's like, did you?
Yeah, any bodily function.
Yeah.
Chicks got to conceal it.
I need to put a wine cork in my girlfriend's ass, dude. She's gonna light me up. Oh my god, dude. It's so funny when every morning I fart like clockwork. I wake up
morning blowouts.
Every morning
blowouts, dude.
I wake, dude. I actually got woken up this morning. My dog French kissed me this morning. I woke up. I was late, so we just moved. So I'm in a new house and everything. We put our bed. We're getting a bed coming tomorrow.
I would have helped.
You would have helped me, dude. Dude, we blew it out. I had like a couple. Right. I cashed in on all my old moving favors, and everyone I helped move came and helped. I had like 3 squad of like 4.
Damn, that's good.
We blasted it out.
Did you get Blizz over there?
Blizz, man.
I knew it.
Sid the Kid came through.
Sid the Kid came through?
Schulz came through. Everyone came through.
Dude, it was all the problematic comedians.
It was a pro squad. Yeah. But yeah, I was sleeping this morning.
Shout out Sid the Kid. What up, bull?
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
No, he's engrossed in beef,
shout out
dude.
Sid the Kid.
Mad beef. So we slept on a mattress on the floor, so we're waiting for a bed frame to come. So I woke up this morning to like full unconscious sleep to my dog's tongue in my mouth. Like, but yeah, dude. Jackson, dude, came in, gave me a French kiss, and I was just like, come on, man.
It's sick.
But, yeah, we moved. I'm in a brand new house.
Wow. Where?
Fucking sick.
Still north?
Yeah, towards the north, but closer to Fairmount.
You were west. Were you west or north?
North. I was it's called North Central. I was in. Now I'm like closer to Fairmount.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. My crib's fucking sick. I got a house, dude. I got a whole crib.
Damn.
Yeah. We settled.
You should have a party.
I'm going to. It's gonna take me forever to get this place ready.
I
hung one curtain rod last night.
Dude, invite Shat Nation for the housewarming party.
No way. No fucking way.
Boys in there.
No fucking way.
Bring the fucking Proud Boys to North Philly.
No, I'm not in North Philly, but the yeah, right. I'm not having a party at all. I'm having 2 people at a time at my house.
I'm blacking out. I'm gonna piss my pants on the couch.
Come in.
And then fight Jackson, dude.
Dude, he'll fuck you.
Jackson would hurt. Yeah,
he'll bite you. But no, I've talked about that. Brittany's like, we should have a party. I'm like, nah. I'm having like 3 people in here at a time.
Have a party, dude.
I hate having parties. I hate it. It's no fun. Just walking around like, don't break my shit. Don't break my shit. Yeah. Oh fuck, don't do that. And it's just like, nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
And now when you get older, you don't really like anyone enough to have them in your house like that.
I want to have people over. Like, I want to have like squads of 3 people at a time. Like, a couple people here, a couple people there.
Nice dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of my immediate family, dude.
Your family.
Like immediate family. But like but yeah, she was like, we're gonna have like an entertaining. I'm like, I don't want anyone in my house.
Yeah.
She's like, I want to put like an entertaining space. And I'm like,
oh, me and Brittany are gonna talk, and we're gonna have a nice.
You guys, she'll throw. That's all she needs.
Nice,
you'll talk her into it. You'll talk her into it in 2 seconds.
I'll talk her into it.
I talked her out of it, and you'll talk to her for 2 seconds.
Birthday?
January 27th. It's over. Yeah.
It's gonna be a surprise.
It's gonna be a surprise.
I'm inviting everyone from the board, dude. Everyone from the Reddit is coming.
I mean, it'd be sick. Once I get my house, you just talked me into it. Once I have my house,
we have a nice surprise.
I hung one curtain rod yesterday, and just like fucking dug a chunk out of the wall. I was like, "This is normal, really." The whole time, she's like, "What are you doing now?" It's
oh no,
fuck! I have to hang every single fucking curtain rod on every single window. I gotta do. It's like, it's a real deal.
Owning a house,
yeah,
that's awesome.
It's a real deal.
Congrats on that.
I woke up. We did it on. Appreciate that. I don't really.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
Whatever. But
that's a big deal.
It is pretty tight. We woke up.
Property. It's fucking sick.
It is tight.
You're a man now.
I already own property.
You're a white man that owns property, dude. You can vote now.
True that. I owned property when I was 22, dude. I'm not bragging.
Wow.
But I bought a house back when I was 22. But
wow.
It's what it is, dude. It's what it is.
Sick.
Blood, sweat, and tears, dude. How's it pay off? Not really, dude.
Didn't pay off for you?
I can't sell the one house.
Why?
It's just impossible, dude. No one fucking wants it.
Oh, no one's trying to buy it.
Yeah.
They will. Where's it at?
Mantua, West Philly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I got a guy
around here.
Yeah. I've showed you my place. Didn't I show you that?
I think I've been outside of it. Were you sleeping in it for a while? Were you staying?
I lived. Yeah, I stayed in it. Yeah. Me and my brother bought it for we split it.
Which brother?
Tom. We split it years ago. When I was 22, we met this Irish guy.
I'm sorry. I think this is the most we've ever just had a conversation.
True.
Like, I don't think we're trying to podcast at all.
We're podcasting, dude. That's what a podcast is.
Yeah, I know, but this is like, wait, which brother?
Tom.
Oh, shit.
No,
I think I went by there.
We met this Irish guy who had a food truck that he like gave up on. So my brother bought his food truck, and then we split the house, and he was like, give me like 26 grand for this house. He was like, no interest. Pay me off in like 2 years, and I'll just give you the deed. He's like, as soon as you're done paying it. So we, dude, handshake agreement, did a fucking old school spit handshake. We're like, all right, we'll pay you the money, and then once we're done, you'll transfer the deed. Nothing in writing. He did it.
Wow. Good for him.
But that's like a year. That's like a year rent. So then we paid that house off in like 2 years, and then I just lived in it for free for like 4 years.
You lived there for 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 3 or 4 maybe.
I was inside that thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's when I, dude. That's when I lived. That was the house I lived in where I tried to have an undisturbed ecosystem.
Yeah.
That's where like I didn't kill any. I had a ladybug colony. I let spiders roam. I let stray cats in my house.
You let spiders roam.
Dude, I was 23 out of college, just like, fuck this, dude. I'm just gonna chill till
23
I'm 30.
is a good age.
Oh, dude, if you ask, I was
You're
like
naughty B, dude. You're letting nature roam.
I was on top of the world, dude. In my head, 23? I was just like, God damn, I'm so smart. I have this all figured out. I was literally going to grow weed. I did grow weed. I think
every 23-year-old's about that.
Yeah, I was going to grow weed in my house, sell it, and then move to Brazil. And I was like, game over, dude.
You won.
Didn't. My plans didn't work, dude. I
Your plans
suck at growing weed, dude. I fucking tried. It just kept dying. I was like, fuck, dude. I was like, all I need to do is, I was like trying to come up with 5 Gs. I was like, oh, duh. I'll just grow weed in my house. I'll get 5 Gs and go to Brazil. And I just grew really bad weed. And people were like, yeah, I don't really want this. And I was like, fuck. Never making it to Brazil.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's when I lived in there. And I was like, the world's so fucked up, dude. I'm just going to live in this house and just like chill here and fix this place up. And I was like, fuck, I don't know how to do anything like that. This sucks, dude. But yeah, man. My real estate portfolio fucking grows, dude.
That's awesome.
It's tight.
That's sick. I don't own anything. I have a fucking walk-through bedroom in Queens that I'm not even on the lease.
That's the way to go.
I'm off the grid,
That's
dude.
the shadows, dude.
I live in the shadows.
I've been in the shadows.
I fucking
so
lurk in
long,
there,
dude.
Yeah, you've been with the fucking goblin.
I'm still in the fucking
You're
shadows.
still with the
dude.
dark goblin?
No.
You broke out.
No, not really. I was just tired, man, from fucking... I had to paint... We settled on the house Thursday. I painted 2 bathrooms and a bedroom.
Yeah.
And then was still, like, working and doing everything else. And, like, dude, I'm just shattered, dude. That I moved for the last 2 days. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
I've still been party time, dude.
I felt like I was hungover.
I've been on party time.
That's what's up.
Kind of.
Well,
I'm ready to not drink. I'm excited to not drink today.
When are you going to not drink? Oh, just today?
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
It is nice to not
Probably
drink.
get fucked up the rest of this week, baby.
What's funny, too, is, like, I don't really drink or party that much, but I take on so much stress that I'll wake up and feel hungover. I woke up the other day just like, fuck, man. I had a light headache. My stomach was fucked up, and it's just pure stress.
Yeah.
So it's like, either way, you could drink or just be stressed.
Yeah.
Same physical result.
How about that?
Yeah, I'll probably have a stroke.
I thought my dad was gonna die.
Really?
Today, yeah.
From what?
He got so fucked up last night. He's an old dog when it comes to
Dude,
that, though. That's nothing to him. But
nothing, dude.
Ripping shots.
Nothing, dude. They're used to feeling so shitty.
I can't.
That's my theory.
Dude, my dad handles hangovers like it's nothing.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
I don't think
they probably embrace it, dude.
He just is mean as fuck when he has one. He's just, all right, let's go. Come on.
They just come down with like slightly red eyes and it's kind of like...
Fucking losers.
What was your problem last night?
Yeah, Shane.
I watched my uncles do it down the beach, and it's just like, dude, they wake up the next morning and they're just like, whew, went to bed early. Well, they also get hammered and go to bed at like 9 o'clock. So they wake up like, whew, I needed that little rest. And you're just like, dude, how the fuck are you functioning? You drank 40 beers yesterday.
Yeah, my dad will get hungover and just be the biggest dickhead ever. Like today, we had to leave, which was a big mistake. We all we drove there together.
Yeah.
So we all had to leave the hotel. I didn't even think about it, but we had to leave the hotel at the same time, which sucked.
Rainy.
Dick.
It was fucking
rainy,
shitty out.
Come on, I'm getting text messages like, "Let's go, hurry up."
Oh god,
I'm like, dude, we're staying till 11.
Yeah.
I'm staying until I have to check out.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping.
What time was he trying to get you out?
He was ready to go at fucking 9. He's like, "Let's go."
So did you make him wait for you?
Yeah.
Oh, he must have been so mad.
Fuck that.
He must have been so fucking
Katie
mad.
was doing the same thing.
Trying to get you to go?
Yeah, they're like, "Let's go." I'm like,
sounds like majority rules on that one. You held them both up?
I just didn't have my phone.
Oh, that's so funny.
Went down, ate breakfast, didn't have my phone. It's like, you guys just have to wait. I saw a text that was like, we're going to leave you. I was like,
do it.
Call your bluff.
Yeah, do it.
Wild stuff.
Anymore with Lyft, it's like, do it.
Nah, that would have been a killer.
If they left you?
Central PA Lyft, like a 45-minute drive. Oh, yeah.
You would end up in a fucking go-kart,
Me and
dude.
Baby Girl would have just lived in York.
But you would have had the ghost of Bud, dude, fucking transport you guys.
Dude, that's driving into a fucking wall at Williams Grove Speedway. Being your death is the coolest fucking death possible.
It's also like, dude, I mean, if that's part of your squad, if your little fucking world is like go-kart riders,
you're gonna live and die on that.
That's a samurai death, dude.
Blood
on
like, the fucking blood in the mud, dude.
Ooh.
Blood in the fucking mud. R.I.P. Bud, dude.
Wow, dude. Fucking old. Did it like go up in flames?
I don't know. I like to imagine it fucking exploded on impact.
True. I mean, for real, yeah.
No, he probably just got really. There's probably a lot of trauma. Probably died at the hospital.
Oh, that sucks. That's what. Did I ever tell you about the time like there was like someone close to our family? It was like someone our family knew that like long time ago died in like a fiery car wreck, like fucking died, dude. And then like my mom was all upset, and you know, obviously. Yeah. So it had just happened. I remember I was a little kid, and my mom's like, you know, she brought it up. She's like, I just feel so bad. And my dad's eating dinner, and he was like, yeah, I talked to one of the cops. He said the car reached like 1,400 degrees. It was so hot that the cops couldn't go up, and they had to sit there and watch the guy like melt. And my mom just went like, and ran upstairs. He was like, oh, come on, man. I'm just saying this is what the cops told me.
That's a fact.
I remember being a little kid and being like, holy fuck, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, the Cusker side of my family.
Melting in a car that's a rough way to go.
It's a horrible way to go. The Cusker side of my family just doesn't have like, it's definitely slight. Everyone's a little bit autistic.
For sure.
Like, I told you about that too, when that one truck driver died. This one truck driver died. He used to drive a trash truck that everyone knew. We're all on a construction site. It was like I was with like a bunch of my uncles, and the guy was super short, and the dude fucking iced himself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we're all sitting there.
Gun?
He hung himself, dude.
He hit the fucking hang.
And dude, we're all sitting there like, damn,
hung
dude.
10?
Hung himself. Real short guy. Everyone used to like fuck with him. I forget what they used to call him. They used to like, they're like a nickname they used to make fun of him for. And they're like, damn, dude, everyone was all quiet. And then someone was just like, what do you hang himself from, a fucking doorknob? It was just like, killed him. And like, dude, this guy would pull up every day and they would make fun of him. Every day they'd make fun of him. And then one day, like, where's you know who at? And like, oh, dude, he fucking hung himself. And everyone's like, oh. What, he hang himself from a fucking doorknob? It was just like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah.
My grandfather on my mom's side, it would have been his sister-in-law died. Like, he was like 70 at the time. His sister-in-law dies. We're all at the funeral, and like, as soon, you know, you like throw flowers in?
Yeah.
He threw his flower in. He's like, all right, we're done. Let's go. It's over. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Yeah, fucking...
Yeah, man.
That's how people deal with it.
That's how you roll,
Just
dude.
Don't give a fuck.
He's like, all right, we're done. That's it. No more. It was like, holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, that's what I want my eulogy to be.
Yeah.
When you give my eulogy, I want it to just be like, all right, that's it.
All right, we're done. That's it.
He's out.
Dude, he literally, like, he was in like a fucking members only windbreaker, fucking chucked a flower down. All right, that's it. We're done. Bro, it was so unnecessary.
Fuck. Yeah, so this wedding, I was hesitant to put it on blast, but whatever. Her side of the family's actors, like pretty prominent actors from LA, and
nice.
So yeah, it is cool until they have to fucking give speeches at the wedding.
Jesus Christ!
And it was every single one of these motherfuckers gave 10-minute
talent show.
Ugh. The fucking mom and dad did a fucking. Damn, this is fucked up. I hope they don't listen to it, but whatever.
Yeah.
This is how I felt.
Yeah.
They did like a performance. The mom and dad did like a written back and forth like love is, and then somebody else would say something and be like
the Blue Man Group?
It was crazy. It was crazy. And then this other guy who was like, everybody was like excited to see this guy. He was like an extra. Like he's like a very minor character in a lot of pretty big movies, but it's like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
He goes up and gives a speech. He's just friends with the mom. He goes up and is like, "This is how I feel." Like he gave like a long. He's like, "Guys, love."
No one's worse than actors, dude.
Yeah, actors are gay as fuck.
He probably went up and was like, "Your guys' bond reminds me of the bond of me and Shia LaBeouf when I was an extra on Transformers."
He had a couple of those.
Did
he had
really?
a couple of these. Like, well, this is a play I was directing, and this
oh my god, dude! There's nothing more insufferable, dude.
While he's giving this speech, the groom's side of the family was like my parents' friends, and they're all just drunk like animals. So like I was like, I gotta find Phil for this. I went and found my dad, and he was like, Jesus Christ. I was like, what do you think of this? He's like, come on. Like, hurry it up.
Yeah, dude. Whenever, people at my side of the family doesn't like that shit, dude, at all.
No, and I hated it. Like, it's like, dude, you're fucking old. Like, don't make this about yourself right now.
No, it's fucking horrible.
So then, the mom and dad, after they give their speeches before everyone like eats and shit, they came back up later. And like, there was a couple things we talked about it that we wanted to discuss again. Yeah, and fucking spoke again. I was like, this is the fucking craziest shit I've ever seen.
I saw an Italian. I was at a wedding where an Italian dad like Frank Sinatra for his daughter. He's like, I'm gonna do a song, which is like, and it's like, you old fucking guinea, get the fuck out of here.
My God.
It was the worst.
It's insufferable when
I
people
went to
do that shit.
Brittany's. I was in Chicago with Brittany's family, and they like serenaded. It was like their dad's birthday, and they like did like a gospel rap. Her cousins did like a gospel rap for their dad, dude. I was just like, what the fuck is this? That was bizarre to me. It was like they all sang and serenaded each other, and I was just sitting there just like, oh my God, this is insane, dude. This is crazy. It's like, is this what you guys are up to?
Yeah, I bet.
It's like, I placed my love in a G-O-D. I love my D-A-D, dude. I was just kind of like,
damn, that was definitely a real lyric, wasn't it? Do you remember
It was something like that. I'm just freestyling, dude.
You're freestyling now?
I'm spitting off the dome, dude. But that was something like that. We got to thank the man above. He always shows us love.
He shows us love. We got to thank the man above.
But yeah, that was, I remember just being like, damn, people's families like sing to each other and shit. We pretty much just tear each other's confidence down at all times.
And then someone will cry because it's actually an emotional thing, and people are like, fag.
That's a lot of the guys at our wedding. Like, if you get married, a lot of the other dudes are like, you think he's going to cry? I bet he's such a pussy. I bet he's going to fucking cry. Yeah. That was my first marriage, my like thing. I remember being like, oh, I'm so happy I didn't fucking cry, dude. No one made fun of me. That's fucking awesome. I remember standing up there just being like, fuck yeah, dude, I didn't cry. I'm not a fucking pussy.
I'm such a bitch.
Dude.
I'll definitely cry no matter what. I cry all the time.
Yeah,
I'm a fucking pussy, dude.
Movies get me. I cry more for fictional. I cry more for fictional stuff, and I'll see something horrible and just be like, phew, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Or I'll see, or like, something nice.
Yeah.
Someone says or does something nice. I'm like,
yeah. If I'm emotionally perturbed, if I'm like all depressed and someone's like, what's the matter, dude? I'm just like,
yeah, when you try to talk it out. Like if you say what's wrong with you. Yeah.
Did you notice something wrong with me?
I have been a little off.
Things have been difficult.
It's been hard for me. It's just like really hard.
I'm good.
Just went through that.
So funny, man.
And then it's funny too because it would go on like waves of me being like, dude, I'm the fucking best. Nothing hurts me at all. And then like an hour later, someone would be like, are you sad? I'm like, yeah,
dude.
What's
so weird about that is like, yeah, like you can get so bogged down in your own stuff, and everyone always says like, you think you have it bad, you have no idea. When I would do like certain volunteer stuff, I would go into like real like just bombed out situations and just be like, how the fuck do I get sad about shit? But then it's like, yep, you do.
Yeah, it's
no matter what.
Relative.
Yeah, which is weird though to think about.
Yeah, I remember I went through some pretty horrible things, and that bothered me sometimes as much as like knowing I didn't have like I forgot to do the homework.
Yeah,
at
for sure.
School. Like it would be the same level of anxiety. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
The relativity of where you're at in your life when it comes to like a horrible thing happening.
Yeah, like your fucking baby dying. Like you have
all
two.
Right, that one's a little different than forgetting your homework, I think.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's like you hear that and you're like, fuck, man. If I have like
fucking baby girl died, dude.
Oh, that would be horrible, dude.
I would have to James Dean someone. If baby girls die, you have to race someone to a cliff. That's the only way you prove your love for them.
If your girlfriend dies, yeah, I mean that's just like you never really hear about it that much. People's girlfriends dying, and when they do, it's just like. I don't know. There's a dark side to me that thinks people just like when that happens, it's like you just the fucking pity titty just unleashes upon you, dude. you just have like a little locket around your neck, and you're on a date, and like, who's that? And you're like, no one. I don't want to talk about it.
I don't know, man.
You just like
you're being a little cynical.
You just bring from then on. All you have to do to get pussy from then on is bring a girl to a pond on a date, and just like skip stones, and just be like, I come here sometimes, and I think about what, and be like, nothing, dude. Clutch the locket, and be like,
you can't know.
No one,
no one can know. My former love. Yeah, that's terrible to make fun of. But
it's like, why are we going to a date to a half-built house? And you're like, what? I was building this for...
I was building it with my own
Never
hands.
mind. I would just run across a field.
You can't know. I can't let people in.
That's like every fucking movie. I can't get close.
And the girl just be like, all right. You like run away. Like, fuck, it didn't work. God damn it.
It just turns out you just got dumped and you're lying about your girlfriend dying. I'd be tight to get dumped and be like, what happened to your ex-girlfriend? I'd be like, oh, she died.
She drove into a wall at Williams Grove. She fucking exploded at the track.
She was a go-kart racer.
Yeah, that's...
I want to do
be the worst thing in the world, because especially if it's a girlfriend that's like new,
Jesus
or like
Christ.
within the first like 2 years, where you're like, I love this person, we're gonna get married. This is my like, you know what I mean? Like when you're in,
sure.
When you're in love,
oh my god,
like early in a relationship, if they fucking died,
I'd be devastated.
You'd be like,
dude.
that was my soulmate.
I'd be devastated
because you didn't stay with him long enough to fucking hate him.
For sure.
You know?
No, I hear what you're saying.
Losing a girlfriend's got to be harder than losing a wife. Losing a wife must be like, fuck yeah.
Everyone's kind of looking at you like, motherfucker.
Yeah,
you
the jackpot, dude.
You motherfucker, dude. Yeah, but then
I
again,
wish my fucking wife would die.
But no, if you lose,
obviously losing anybody's.
No, but losing a girlfriend hurts. Losing a girlfriend hurts more than losing a wife.
I stand by that.
I mean, I don't know. It's two different lives, because it's like you lose your wife. It depends how old you are and you lose your wife. If you're 34 and you lose your wife, and you got like a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, 7-year-old, it's tough.
That sucks.
It's tough tomatoes.
Yeah, you got to bounce on
if you're
those
like
fucking kids.
55 and your wife fucking clocks out early, it's time to fucking
party time,
pop
dude.
on the Maui gyms, dude, buy a speedboat, and you're just like, taking away again. That's just leaving Las Vegas, but Key West, dude. You're just like,
dude, I can't even imagine what would happen to my dad.
My dad said before, he was like, I'd be dead.
Yeah, my dad would die right away.
My dad drinks, left to his own devices, he drinks, I've worked with him before, he drinks a milkshake every day.
Yeah.
It's standard diet, dude. It's like on diabetes, he sneaks a milkshake every day.
Yeah.
And not like born with diabetes. Like diabetes he earned. Yeah.
Hell
diabetes he worked towards, dude. And they're like, all right, dude, all you gotta do is not eat ice cream and exercise. And he's just like,
I'm not gonna do either of those.
I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't.
He's like, so I can have milkshakes. I'm like, no, dude.
If my mom dies, my dad is dead in a year.
Yeah.
Like guaranteed.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he would booze so fucking hard.
I mean, the brakes are off. The brakes are off, dude.
He'd live at the fucking Elks.
Oh yeah.
Like he's already clocking in major hours at the Elks.
He would start.
The only reason he goes home is because my mom.
He'd probably live above the Elks like Patrick Swayze, dude, in the barn, dude. He'd be there fucking hitting the bag. He'd clock like 10 seconds on the bag and be like,
the bag once. You can lay down. Fuck, man.
Probably start eating Percocets and shit. Just be like, Dude, I worked with a guy not too long ago who his dad. This guy got divorced when he was like 50 something. Yeah. His wife left him, and or they got divorced or whatever.
Sick.
So I think he's with his new bae now. So he's like kids and shit.
Fucking bae?
Yeah, he's like 50 something years old. Dude, that's nothing. But he has to take care of his dad. So that like I don't even know why I said that, but he definitely got divorced or whatever. Oh, because his wife took a bunch of his money, but the guy's fucking loaded. But he was like his dad was the one who started the whole empire.
Yeah.
His dad's like 83 now. Just did a stint in rehab like 2 years ago for Percocets.
His dad did rehab?
His dad did it for pain pills.
Fuck are you rehabbing, dude? Just ride it out.
That's the thing, because he keeps getting caught. He got caught. His dad was like, he would go to the doctor and like, how much do you drink? He's like, I drink a fifth of vodka every day. And he's like, you're going to die. He's like, I want to die.
Yeah, I'm going to die.
He's like, I literally want to die. He's like, all my friends are dead. He's like, I don't care if I die or not. And then he was going down and betting on horses at the racetrack, and he started buying Percocets down there. So this dude's like, I had to just put my dad in fucking rehab because he got hooked on Percocets. And he would catch his dad at the racetrack, like buying fucking pills. He's like fucking 80.
Holy fuck, dude. That's the equivalent of driving into the wall at Williams
Oh
Grove.
my god, these guys
if you're
trying
a geezer and you're just like,
Dude.
I'm doing perks at the horse track, dude. Hell yeah.
I know.
Fucking do it.
But he's like, dude, I don't even want. He's like, all I want to do is get drunk and golf. He's like, I'm like retired now, and I gotta like chase my dad around. I was like, dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's funny. I've noticed that with a lot of people. Like, right when you think you're going to retire,
Yep.
somebody in your family just fucking sabotages it. Now you got to take care of them.
Totally goes into crisis, dude.
Yeah, hilarious.
Oh, it's the best.
It's like, finally, I put in work for 50 fucking years. I get to fucking chill now.
It's like the feeling like I've been moving and painting a house for the last 3 days, and it's like that feeling of like you always have to do shit you don't feel like doing, just doesn't go away, and then you finally the sweet release of death, dude. You're just like, yes, dude.
Yeah, you finally get to fucking hit the wall, dude.
Yeah,
I bet Bud fucking took a right on purpose, dude.
He probably saw his time. He was like, damn, dude, I'm not going to qualify for the mud track open. It was just like, fuck
you know what? I'm taking a right. Fuck this.
Hopefully I can take someone with me.
Yeah, that's depressing.
Yeah,
I mean, knowing that you're always going to have to do shit you don't want to, nonstop. And it's funny, even if you get to the level, like where I'm at right now, doing something I don't want to is like going somewhere.
Yeah, for sure.
Like it's not, I've limited all forms of negativity, like with life, which is a bad way to live.
Yeah.
Truthfully, you need to, now we're getting philosophical. You need to
It's
suffer.
true.
You got to have some suffering.
You do, man. I'm
You
telling
got to
you.
put in work that you don't want to.
I lived a life of O'Reilly for a couple years when I was a younger man. I was like, no one can tell me where to be. I don't have to do
That's what I'm
anything.
doing now, and it's a weird.
It gets fucking crazy. Yeah, once you have the money to sustain that, and you're like, I can do whatever I want. And I'm like, Craigslist, casual encounters, hookers. I'm like, no, I got to stop this.
Black guy that I thought was a lady.
I was like, my whole dream was like, I just never want to wake up to an alarm clock ever again. I'm like, I can't stay out of the wishy-washy. I can't control myself. I need discipline. I need an alarm clock.
Not waking up to an alarm clock sounds nice on paper
Yeah.
until you're doing it every day.
Until you literally lay in bed on your phone and play Clash of Clans till your fucking
Till
arms
2
freeze.
p.m.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah. Like my schedule now is like most days it's like you have one thing to do and it starts at 9 p.m.
You try to relish it,
And I
dude.
just fucking chill all day.
Dude, I go crazy. I can't do it.
It's not good, yeah.
I go
It's not
nuts.
great. But it's helped that I don't have video games up there.
Yeah,
So
that's
like I'm at least
huge
doing
help,
shit.
dude.
Although I'll tell you what,
What?
just got the Xbox back. We're back, baby.
You got the dragon, dude.
Yeah.
You're just tying you just tie the cord around your arm,
play
just
video
fucking
games and,
hit
like-
the X button. You're like, oh god.
I'll go over to Soder's for it. I'll play video games with him.
So you're
all
just
night.
you're just chipping right now.
Yeah.
That's what's
I'm
up.
going down to the horse track. Now I got my own set.
You just bought a rig. You just bought a spike.
It's over.
You're like, I'm just gonna shoot between my toes, dude. I'm cool.
Yeah. This could be our last podcast.
That would be sick.
I'm
dude.
going to be gamed out. What are we at time-wise? This is...
57. Flying.
Yeah, that's... I'm trying to think what else I got this week. What else fucking happened? since
You
we
had to
talked?
carry us. I came into this one like, dude, fucking.
You're dead. I'm dead, too.
I was dying. Oh yeah, you were at a.
Yeah,
I didn't think you were going to show up
shit-faced
today.
last night.
I thought I was like Shane. I told Mashouli, I was like, all
Probably not
bets
gonna-
are off, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
The
all
hangover
bets
hasn't
are
hit.
off.
Yeah, it hasn't been bad.
No, that's
I
not
was down
bad.
in Chinatown. Yeah, we didn't even got neuters.
Oh, so you got some neuters
I
to
got
cut
some
your
neuters.
stomach.
I feel good.
Good.
I was in there. Damn, Chinatown's fucking nuts.
It's crazy, dude.
It is full fucking China. Dude, it's a
Yeah.
fucking Chinese down there.
I wonder how that started. They just built one fucked up looking building, and people were like, all right, no one said anything.
Let
Let's.
the fucking chinks live there, huh?
Well, they built these fucking like huge Shanghai house. The first one must have
Yeah.
infuriated everyone. They were like,
I'm pissed
what
now.
the
I go
fuck?
down there. I'm like, what are you guys doing here? Get these ducks out of that window.
you know what? Yeah, true. Also, I'm always like, how can there be so many fucking restaurants down here?
All rest. Well, because
You go in, there's like one person eating ever.
fat white idiots like me are down there
True.
sucking down neuters.
I hate China. I hate the food at Chinatown. Sucks.
I like
Chinese food's a very dishonest cuisine.
it. I don't even want to think about it.
They invented a fucking chemical to put in their food to make it delicious, dude.
It is.
They made it as MSG.
Good for them.
It's a dishonest food, dude. There's nothing. There's
dishonorable.
nothing to it. It's shitty
very
meat.
honorable.
Shitty meat. A chemical they made up to fuck your body up, and neuters.
The neuters are fucking
Cheapest thing in the world.
great. We got
Chemical.
Sick.
Worst meat you can find.
We got in there and we sat down, and baby girl was like, "I'm so excited for neuters," and I was like, "Yo, chill." She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
She said neuters.
Yeah. And there's a fucking and it's full fucking Chinese in there. It's like and it's such
Well,
a weird,
isn't that kind of like nice though? Isn't that being when people go into like a Mexican restaurant like I'll have 2 tacos? Like, I'll have a bowl of spicy noodles.
But we had in the translation between you and the waiter.
Yeah.
It's just such a fucking hassle. It's like, I'm pointing at it. Like, this is the fucking noodle.
Well, that's why I put number for like 57.
Yeah, this one, even with the fucking shit. I was pointing, I was like, that sauce. That. She's like, yes. It's like, yeah, that one. She's like, yeah. She's like, a medium or a spicy? Yeah. She's like, medium. She's like, spicy? Like, no, medium. No medium. Spicy. Yeah, it was.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man. I used to eat dim sum and shit, and like one day it hit me. I'm like, what the fuck am I eating, dude? This sucks.
Yeah.
This sucks. I'm paying $60. I'm eating nothing.
There was a Chinese place across from the car dealership I worked at where I'd frequent, and then I saw this fucking video on Facebook of Chinese people putting rats into the food, and it just fucked me up.
Did you ever get into the bleaching the meat?
No,
when it starts going bad, you bleach the meat and rinse it off, and it kills the bacteria on the outside of the meat.
Disgusting.
It's foul, dude.
And that's also the cultural differences between like the actual Chinese people. And like I was like, "Oh, thank you very much," and she was like, "Yeah." Just walked away. I was like, "Does she fucking hate me?"
Probably.
And it took out. It's also funny they can.
She's probably a slave, dude.
They can tell I'm a fat fucking idiot, so they literally always bring me a fork. Like before I even ask.
They don't give
don't
chopsticks?
even fucking ask. They just put a fork down.
What?
Whoever I'm with gets chopsticks.
And they give you a fork?
Pretty consistently, I've been delivered a fork without asking.
That's hilarious.
Happened again today.
Eating Chinese food with a fork.
Let them know, dude.
It's
also funny that I feel like a fucking idiot doing that.
What, eating it with a fork?
Yeah.
Can you not eat chopsticks?
Kind of, but it's not as effective.
See, I like because it slows me down.
Especially when I'm eating Nearders.
That's my thing. It's such a non-substantial food. With a fork, I'll eat it in 4 seconds.
Yeah.
And be like, I'll get so mad that I just paid $13.95.
And it's always gruel, too. So
that's what I'm saying.
Just fucking scoop whatever's in that.
That's why I can't. If I don't use a chopstick, if I just use a fork and I eat my meal in like 3 minutes and realize how much I just paid for basically a bunch of rice and like scraps, I'll get up and just start fucking.
You start kung fu fighting.
Oh my god! I'll get up and just be like, I'll see the women congregating behind like the paper fucking dressing thing.
Just plow.
I'll just fucking give me my fucking money back.
Yeah, that's.
You guys give me the MSGs.
Also, like I got done with chopsticks because there were chopsticks and a fork, and then she just pulled out chopsticks and like threw them back down. I was like,
"The fuck?
Are we all right?
Was
Are we okay? What happened?" She might have heard the neuters. Now that I think about it,
she might have.
She couldn't speak a fucking any English.
That's probably all she understood. She probably heard neuters.
There's also a young Chinese boy trying to learn English on his fucking like iPad.
Was he really?
It was like car. He's like car. He's like trying to press buttons and shit. We had to move tables. It was so annoying.
We're talking right now. He's probably like, "Hello, I need a car."
Yeah. It's funny too because that's more annoying than any other minority playing music at a restaurant loud on their phone.
Do you think an Asian
trying to learn English bothers me more than someone listening to like Lil Uzi Vert while I'm trying to eat fucking dinner?
That's hilarious.
Yeah, nice racism.
That's nice racism. That's good racism.
I love the fucking racist.
It's basically the stereotype of white people that we walk around all day and are like, "This fucking shit."
Yeah, that's what happens.
But it's funny too that like
if you were over there, it'd be they'd be the white people being like, "Shut up."
Oh, for sure. But it's also funny that, or they just kind of randomly get your autograph. They're like, "Oh, can I have autograph?"
Oh, you are very big. You see a wall? We have a good wall. You should go see it.
Well, dude, what they teach in schools now is that like white people are like people just raise their hands all day and talk about people being racist. They're just like, one time I was at this thing and this like white guy was like saying stuff like, "Oh my god, I can't believe it," and it's just like all the stories. And I was raising my hand. I'm like, you know, like other races do this shit too, right? And they're just like,
no,
yeah, no. They go, I'll cite like clear examples, and they're like, yeah, but that's not racism, that's prejudice. And it's like, okay, so that thing they do where they like judge people by their skin, it's still, you know, pretty similar. It's like, it's totally different.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, I used to work for Korean guys who would literally just like, any other ethnicity would be like, they would be like, "Oh, as a Japanese, count money twice, Japanese, so shitty. So shitty." It'd be like, dude. I was like, bro, relax, man.
I bet the Koreans, who do you think is number one?
Well, in the Asian world, Japanese kind of hold themselves up as like, and like even like
number one.
Koreans will be like, "Japanese women, they're so beautiful, so beautiful." But it's like they hold it down like Japanese people are like shit.
They still got that World War II cred.
Yeah,
they fuck shit up.
They were tearing
20th
it up.
Century, they fucked shit up.
They were and it's. I still think Southeast Asian women take the cake in terms of who's the most beautiful. Not just ladyboys, dude. I'm talking like
ladyboys.
I don't love ladyboys, dude. I that's one thing I can't party with, dude.
You can't party with ladyboys? I bet you can.
Nah, dude.
I bet you
not
could.
a fucking, not especially not Asian ladyboys, dude. I couldn't.
Donate to our Patreon so me and Matt can go to Thailand.
Fine,
I'll take Matt down to Thailand. We'll get a little.
You want to see? You want to test me, dude?
Yeah, put the fucking rubber.
I don't know that I
could.
I don't know that I could fucks with a fucking.
I bet you get 2 or 3 Thai sighties in you. You'll be fucking ready to go. Like, she's beautiful, dude. Sucking some kid's dick down there.
Woo! It's not even a ladyboy. It's just a boy.
Boy.
It's a boy. You're right, dude. I love ladyboys.
Dude, that's just a boy.
That's just a fucking 9-year-old sex slave.
Yeah, Japan's number one.
We should hit up Epstein.
Number one, Japan.
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think it is. It's Japan.
Chinese held it down forever.
Chinese
had a dynasty, dude.
Yeah, Chinese kind of hold themselves more as like, we're getting money here. You know, you guys can fuck around, but
you
like
can pretend you're number one.
Yeah, like we're actually getting money.
Don't get us fucking going.
Yeah, like our sweatshops are better than your sweatshops. Yeah. Dude. Like we're like
they have the
half your country has like a dictator.
All a number one sweatshop.
Doesn't China have like a dictator kind of?
Yeah,
pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like, dudes, you can't even get your dictating right.
It's like communists.
Yeah, but they scrub the internet. It's real quiet. You don't hear much about it, but like you'll just hear like China bans the internet, and you're like, all right, I guess China.
Well, yeah, I was talking about it in that when I did that American Immigrant podcast. Mm-hmm. This girl was like, we were talking about how China's setting up like a new Silk Road, like the way they're like, what they're doing is they're buying like ports or like plots of land in other countries and giving them a loan to build the port, knowing that they won't be able to pay off
America.
the loan.
That's what America did.
That's what we did forever. And now China's doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
But this girl was like, good. I hope they pass us. And I'm like, well, you think you prefer China to America because of
why? Like
police brutality in America? I'm like, dude, they're fucking nuts over there.
Try to dissent over there, dude.
Yeah. Oh.
I heard something like that where they're saying how like something America was doing, and I think it was something going on in Africa, where like it was politically just too hot, where they were trying to like tap into doing something like that, like give some money,
give countries loans, and then they
they can't repay, and you build infrastructure, and then you're like, all right, well, we need all your natural resources. And we've done it forever. It's Confessions of an Economic Hitman, right? It's all about it.
Oh, nice.
But I was reading this thing, and they're saying like America was doing something like that in Africa, but like the political climate was so hot, they're like, yeah, we got to shut it down. China just came in and just fucking swooped down. Yeah, exactly.
China's taking Africa and the Middle East.
Yeah,
big time.
Yeah. And everyone's just like,
stands.
Good.
Yeah, good. America's an evil empire.
It's like, dude.
Wait till you see what those boys do.
Yeah. That's what they're gunning to do. That's the one thing. Like a lot of people just can't see that. It's like, no, it's not. And it's like, you guys have it. They build all their worldviews on like 1800 onwards, as if like that's when all the bad shit happened. It's like,
what modern? Yeah, of course.
A lot of like the critical race theory, all that shit. Yeah. It's all predicated on like, and then there was white people and did all this shit, and it's like whiteness is a thing now. That's race is a social construct. So white people invented race.
Yeah,
we've talked about this before. White people made up race, and it's a total bullshit.
Why is that being passed around as acceptable to say?
I guess from like someone looked at like a Portuguese journal and was like it makes no sense. I don't understand where that comes from. But aside from that, it's like. So, like, whiteness is a thing. This is how they get around it, that the fact that it's, like, racist, what they're teaching is, like, whiteness is a thing separate from race, but it's whiteness. And it's, like, a destructive force. That's, like, the reason pretty much for all of our problems in America.
Yeah.
And it's, like, I mean, if you just go back to, like, the Mongolians, it's, like, so what did they just somehow, like, yeah.
They had whiteness.
They just got whiteness outside of this, like, specter of race that we made up.
They beheaded entire cities.
Yeah, they used to chop people's ears off and count the fucking death toll. And it's just like
whiteness. They had whiteness in them.
Yeah, but you say that, and it's like, well, that was different. That was different back then.
Whiteness
it's like,
con, dude.
Yeah, it's just kind of like none of it holds up. And as soon as you bring it up, people are just like, I disagree. And honestly, it's prejudice. It's not racism. And it's just like, all right, man, whatever. And I'm just like, what the fuck? So I'm a fly on the wall, dude.
Baby girl's slightly on that tip. She's young enough to be like, that's what she was indoctrinated in. Like,
well, here's the thing.
It's like, you don't think you have white privilege? I'm like, yeah. why are we talking about? Yeah, sure.
Well, my whole thing is like, no, I. Why is it just called privilege then? It's like if you inherit a bunch of money, you're privileged. But then it's like, yeah, you get pulled over less. Okay, I'll take that for sure. But then it's like, it's just weird because then it's like, well, if someone gets up every day and goes to work and shit works out for them, like if you just take white people and it's like the fact that we're economically stratified, we're like some people do really poorly, some people do really well.
Yeah.
And it's like if you happen to do a lot of stuff you're supposed to do, you more or less end up where you do really well and something really horrible happens. So it's like, do white people who do better than other white people have more white privilege than other white people? Or is it just the fact that they're, it's like, gets hazy. Those arguments start, and they're the arguments that fuel, like, that whole thing of, like, our race is under attack, but that's fucking white supremacy.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking logic. So I just sit there and I'm just kind of like, But my thing is, what I've started to realize is capitalism's going to fall.
You think capitalism's going to fall?
Yeah, capitalism replaced feudalism.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's had a nice run. We'll be socialist for sure. In like 20 years, America will be a socialist country. And if someone can figure out a nice middle ground, I mean, there's like ethically responsible capitalism where people have been trying to push, like Tom's shoes and shit, where they like, we'll give a shoe to a fucking African kid.
Yeah, I don't know.
And we'll still be millionaires.
I
It's
kind
like,
of disagree.
You don't
I think when shit hits the fan, which it probably will in the next 20, 50 years,
yeah,
it's capitalism again.
We'll go back to
We'll
fucking.
do whatever the fuck
We'll go back
it
to like
takes.
clan war,
We'll go to
feudalism, before
fascism if we need to.
True,
That's
yeah.
what will happen if shit gets hard enough.
Yeah.
So what happens.
I wonder if that's what that's just the natural progression of like we had a nice fucking democracy, and then it just over time every democracy just grows so polarized towards like fascism, socialism, like whatever.
Maybe.
So in my head,
Maybe
I'm
that's
like,
what happens.
this might just be the natural lifespan, dude.
Maybe capitalism, goes into one of those every time.
But dude,
Maybe.
if
I hope we
Bezos,
go back to fucking monarchies.
but dude, then you throw, I would
I'll fucking
love
elect
to
Trump
have.
king. Dude, Trump should be king.
My thing is if robots. Here's the problem though.
What do you think the robots are going to do?
I don't know, dude. So then if
I'd be
we
sick
have
if there was a Trump robot.
the only good thing that could that would be tight, dude. The only good thing that could happen is that if robots buck against us, if people unite against robots, that's like best case scenario for the human race.
Yeah.
Granted, they don't take us out or put us in the
Robots would
Matrix.
definitely win.
They might, dude. They might not. They might not if we get to the motherboard, dude.
Who's getting to the mother? Do you think you
I
will?
mean, I think I have a pretty good. I think I was born to like fight robots. I'm pretty sure.
I
Like,
wish
that's-
we could fast forward to this dystopia where you just instantly explode. Just instantly, like a robot sees you. You finally come up with a plan to get to the motherboard. First step out your door.
Yeah, they would. I would definitely just say something over my cell phone and be like, "Yep, here he is." I'd be like, "Fuck." I was talking to Spud the other day.
That's what
about-
ISIS is up against.
I know, dude.
They're fighting the robot war right
Basically
now.
are, dude.
I love the idea that we killed their fucking social media guy. That's exactly what he did.
Did they really?
He got hit with a drone strike. He was fucking
ISIS'
popping off.
social media guy had hit.
A while ago, yeah, he was popping off tweets. Next thing you know, a fucking robot came through the ceiling,
And
killed him.
that's funny that's
He like didn't commit a crime.
That
All
was
he
a battle,
doing-
dude.
Yeah,
That was a battle.
he was tweeting. He was like posting pictures of like dead troops in Iraq, and he was like, "You guys are next."
They were just like
A robot was like, "Yeah, all right, see you." Whatever, dork.
I was talking to Spud recently about simulation theory. And it was actually a really funny point where he was talking like Joe Rogan was talking about with Elon
Yeah,
Musk.
with Elon Musk. I watched that. Elon Musk is
He's fucking wild,
he's
dude.
a space cadet. Dude.
He's the
He is
man,
out
dude.
there.
I love Elon Musk.
He's pretty cool.
He was weird. They had a lot of pauses where it'd be like, yes, I think
Elon Musk is weird.
yes, I'm very pessimistic about the future.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was from South Africa. I'm like, is this guy retarded?
I
the
didn't
way he
know
would
that
talk,
either.
he'd be like,
That makes sense with his fucking name.
I thought he had like a speech impediment.
Yeah.
South Africa white guy, dude. He had him.
Brew.
He had him,
He's
dude.
like, come on, brew.
That must be real iffy around there. So it's like if you're a white
What,
dude in
District
South
9?
Africa, District 9,
He's in
dude.
full District 9.
Yeah,
He's trying to
dude.
get that.
Yeah.
Come on, brew.
Yo, bro. But but I was talking to Spud about the simulation theory, and he was like, "Yeah, the only thing that like that falls apart for me is like he's like when I think of my life, and I'm like, who the fuck programmed this,
Yeah,
dude?
what
He's
a
like,
fucking
what the
dickhead
fuck?
programmed my life.
He's like, my dog ran away, and it's like mouth
His
is
dog ran
bleeding.
away?
Well, every now and again it gets out of the house, and it'll like run off, dude. Yeah, it's hilarious. And then like it'll like run out on a little roof parapet and like look over and like come back in, and be like, holy shit, there's a dog on the roof. He'll come in and just be like, dude, who the fuck programmed this and why? He's like, it makes sense for like Joe Rogan and them to be like, yeah, man, that's probably like a simulation. He's like, yeah, I just get letters all the time from the city, like, we're taking your house. He's like, who the fuck put that in?
That's kind of an argument that was made against God forever.
True that.
It's like, why the fuck did God do this?
True.
My life sucks.
That's true, too.
What the fuck is his problem?
Hey, you were
Maybe
bad.
the simulation's just a test, bro.
You displeased him.
Maybe he wants to throw a bunch of bullshit.
All I have to do is fucking punch through this computer screen, dude, and we're just...
break the simulation.
We're in the fucking Tibetan hallway, dude. It's like, Dad.
Yeah, we can see my dad arguing with the scorpion lady. Like, hey, what's this? What? Clean your room. But, yeah, I came up with a sick theory, too, that so far every single person's agreed with, like everybody already knew it.
True.
Trump's autistic. He's definitely something, dude. Look at the way Trump's autistic. I'm calling it.
Oh,
It's
dude.
official. He acts that weird with no booze or drugs.
It's fair.
He's crushing McDonald's on private planes.
That's so fair.
He fucking watch him try to act. Like, go watch him from like when he was on WWF.
Dude,
it's the weirdest shit.
That didn't make sense. He got all that money, and they're like, "You can do anything, Donald. What would you like to do?" He's like, "I want to be on WWF.
I want to be in an airplane. Give me in the fastest airplane with McDonald's."
Did you see his when he addressed people? Was it Hurricane Florence?
Yeah.
Dude, did you see his like when he like came out of the White House and like addressed the camera? He came out and he was like, "Hurricane Florence is huge, probably the wettest in terms of water we'd ever had." And I was like, "Dude, are you fucking around? Is this a joke?" Dude, it was pretty fucking funny.
Dude,
definitely the wettest in terms of water.
Yeah, I heard that.
Like, what, dude?
Hell yeah. I heard these ladies today when I was leaving the hotel. 2 fucking ladies were in front of me walking up these steps, and I heard them talking about that. And the lady fucked up the quote. She's like, "Did you hear what he said yesterday?" Mm-hmm. It was like, "There's more water." It's like, "Yeah, it's a hurricane, you fucking idiot."
Yeah.
And the other one was like, "I don't even look at what he says anymore. He's so dumb." And I was behind them just like, 2020.
That's not what
I'm
he
voting. 2020, dude. In my head, I'm just like, dude, he would crush you too. Shut up.
We all might be autistic.
He's an autistic billionaire.
We
dude.
all might be autistic, dude.
Every billionaire.
That might be what the
Elon
Matrix
Musk,
is.
Full autism.
Dude.
D. Trump, full autism.
Autism's hot right now.
Autism's hot as fuck. You take over the world. If you're autistic.
No, to be tight. If autism becomes so sick that you get like young white kids from the suburbs like pretending to be like how like young white kids used to pretend to be black. How now like people are like pretending to be autistic.
Like, I count trains. I know all the trains. Like, no, you don't, dude. You're not autistic.
You front like you're autistic,
Yeah,
dude. I think that's the autistic matrix, dude. We're probably all kind of autistic.
I mean, I guess it's a spectrum.
I'm definitely tipping.
I'm fucking not autistic at all. I'm fucking sick, dude. Being autistic's gay.
Being autistic's sick, dude.
No, being autistic
is awesome.
Now that I
I've
know
never
Trump,
met an autistic person I don't like.
Now that I know Trump's autistic, I'm all in.
I gotta do more research on that. Makes sense.
All you have to do is watch him try to make an emotion.
Well, yeah, it's
watch
true.
Watch him try to make any.
That's what he does. You go, whenever like they're like, "Donald Trump, you're my favorite person," he goes, "I don't know though, dude."
He has no idea what he's doing. Emotionally, the guy is unplugged.
True. Yeah.
He has no fucking
That
clue.
was what I was thinking about too. Like when he had to go talk about the hurricane, I'm like, this guy has to like get into the headspace to pretend to give a fuck about a hurricane.
Yeah.
Like I don't give a fuck about hurricanes.
I watched his Flight 93 speech.
Did
he
you
did
really?
The same thing. He just tried to be like, what your families did was amazing. True heroes. Never forget about it. Pretty great. On this beautiful Pennsylvania field. And then he like pointed, like, you know that dumb point he does? He does a weird, watch him clap and point at people. Every time he walks out to a speech when people are clapping, he's like.
Well, he doesn't like to be touched either. He has like a crazy germaphobe. Yeah. He only pounds people.
He's clearly autistic.
It's good. That's fair enough, dude. I'm definitely going to be watching him.
Watch him through that lens, dude, and you'll see.
That must be crazy for him, too, to like go to rallies and have all those people coming out and chanting him.
Watch how when you see him at a rally like that, watch how he responds to the crowd. He's like, he does all these weird
That's
fucking
true.
faces.
He's also a 7-year-old white guy.
True. I think every white dude after 60 is autistic.
They're autistic
and swerved in the lane because he was
autistic and gay.
Yeah.
Every 7-year-old white guy becomes gay.
That's what Bud was trying to avoid, dude. Bud was getting old enough; he could feel he was gay and autistic, and he was just like, "You know what? Fuck it."
He probably like saw some dude's ass in the bleachers. He was like, "Nope."
Oh fuck.
Yeah, man. That is.
Trump's autistic and gay.
Well, it's funny because I would be like, dude, he's not as dumb as you think. And then I watched the hurricane thing, and it was like, him being like, definitely the wettest in terms of water we'd ever had.
That's autism.
It was
That's
just like,
autism, dude.
What the fuck is this guy talking about?
He's autistic.
Dude, I have to find it. I'll show this to you. It's so funny.
I heard about it.
It's so fun. I watched that and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he says shit sometimes where it's just like, damn, dude, you are fucking stupid.
I think he just, every time they're like, you sure you don't want to, he's like, come on, we got it, let's go. I got a lot
Yeah.
of stuff to do. And he's like, definitely the wettest in terms of water we'd
It's
ever
very
had.
wet. Very wet.
We have some of the best people down there.
Some of the best first responders. Wow. Incredible.
Just amazing.
Amazing stuff they've done. And a lot of people don't know this, but Puerto Rico.
That's a sick. That's a sick battle right now. Being like,
The death toll in Puerto Rico.
not that many people died.
Yeah.
He's like, people were dying anywhere down there, which could be valid. He's like, dude, if someone just started lumping all the death data in Puerto Rico and like this happened because of Donald Trump, it's like, did it?
Yeah, and he's crazy enough to respond to that.
I
like
know.
the politics behind trying to add up a death toll to blame it on him is fucked up.
And then he'll do his own study and be like, it was 23 people.
It was only 6 people.
And they were old. It's really hot. A lot of them die anyway down there 'cause it's hot.
Yes. Let's
This is
call
sick,
it, dude.
dude.
Fuck
That's
that.
it.
You think we're done? Yes. Yeah, definitely. This fucking Saturday, the 29th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll be at the House of Blues in Boston.
Ooh.
September 29th. Go to that. I need people there. So
That's a big one, dude.
if any of you live near that,
You should
Make
go.
the
You should
fucking
full
trek.
John Belushi that, dude.
What do you mean? Should I
Just
just
wear
go
a shirt
die?
and tie. No. Oh no. I'm thinking of Blues
going
Brothers.
Blues Brothers? Oh,
Yeah,
the
don't
House
do
of Blues.
speedballs and die.
I've been calling my shot on that. If things go well for me, I'm definitely dying
You think so?
10 years.
Oh, dude, I actually had a.
Dying within 10 years.
You think so?
Calling my shot.
Dude, PSA
I'm a
announcement.
fucking butt out.
Did you hear about how now they're putting fentanyl in like just regular drugs too?
Oh, good.
Like Xanny bars.
Zany bars.
They're
tossing
called
some fentanyl?
green monsters, dude. Coke. A couple people died from overdosing on coke because they found there's fentanyl in it. They sell Xannies now. It'll say Xanax 2 milligram
Yeah.
or whatever they are. I forget what it is. The Xanny bars. It's just they'll press fentanyl into a Xanax mold. So these kids will pop fentanyls and just overdose, or they'll pop
Jesus
thinking
Christ.
they're taking Xanax. It's just fentanyl 'cause it's cheap.
I saw someone overdose the other day in Fishtown.
Really?
Yeah, I was getting my fucking hair did. Walked in, there's some lady on a table just OD'd.
Dude, I was up
It's
in the
fucking crazy.
I was up in the Badlands the other day. It's fucked.
It is nuts,
up,
dude.
It's crazy.
It's all skinny ass white dudes with like calf tattoos.
Yeah.
Just walking around.
Dipping, dude.
They are fucked up there. You can go at any
Just do
time.
a live cast in the Badlands.
No, fucking steal everything. We were driving the other day, and there was a fucking yard. They have yard sales all the time because junkies trying to buy shit, so they're just gathering shit to try to sell. It was like a teddy bear,
Jesus
like an old
Christ.
CD player,
That's probably a memorial teddy bear,
and
too.
other
They probably stole
people
it.
that were dipping out were walking over to it like fucking. They were attracted to it. Like, look at all this garbage.
Dude, the place I'm working at right now, they all congregate around there and just have there's a donut shop that like will have when it gets cold, they all go in the donut shop, and it's just some Asian lady who just like allows and just sells them donuts the whole
Yeah,
time.
just
They make,
peddling them.
Oh, you gotta buy donut? Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
make them
buy
buy
a donut
donuts.
now.
And so they like, it's funny because then out front of the place I work, you'll see half-eaten donuts. They'll be like take a bite and throw them down. But what happened is a lot of times they'll get like a heroin block or like with like pills and shit.
Yeah,
They'll all post up. Bike cops will come like, come on guys, get out of here, whatever, and then like they'll leave and come back.
yeah.
But sometimes people get out of jail. Like you go to jail for 5 years, 4 years. That was your block, and you come out of jail, and now it's like, man, fuck, I got to start selling drugs around here again. I don't want all
heroin.
this heat. Yeah, I got to start selling heroin around here. I don't want people nodding out 'cause I don't want cops around here. So there was a guy who got out of jail. This bike cop was telling me this. This dude just got out, and he wanted like his block back. So if he catches anyone dipping, he just walks up on him and just fucking cracks him, dude. So the cop was talking to him. And he was just like, yeah. He's like, look at this guy. Look at him coming up right here. This dude walked up all like nodded out, like a fucked up jaw. He's with an arm in a brace. He's like, that guy fucked that guy up for nodding out here, dude. It's like crazy.
That
Dude.
sucks to be nodding out and you get your ass beat.
Some guy just got out, comes up and just goes, "Wow!" Fucking blast you in the face. No nod zone, dude. This guy's enforcing a no nod
zone at all.
He comes out, he's like, whap. There's a full comic book Batman fucking
Pow.
bat. There's a
Fucking
pow,
pow. Dude, that's the only way to get through to people nodding.
Dude, that's it.
Like if you stand there, you get punched in the face. Because if
And
you went up and talked to them, like, please don't do that.
No.
That's what everyone in their lives is telling them.
No, man.
Please don't do that.
This guy
Like, fuck
has
you.
to come up, dude. This guy has to come up to him and just goes,
a fucking black Batman coming by and fucking hitting you with a pow. Ka-Pow while you're
funny.
nodding out.
In the end of Green Mile, they let that guy out and he goes back to his block and
Just beat the shit
beat
out
the
of people.
fucks out of it, dude. He's just like,
fuck.
he just pulls a dead mouse out of his pocket and throws it down.
Like, I tricked those fucking white pussies with some magic. Now I'm out.
He's like, I fucked that chick's wife, dude, and woke her up. I fucked the sergeant's wife.
Yeah, that's a great end. You should rewrite Green Mile to where he gets out and he's actually a thug, dude.
It's like
He's a piece of shit. Just beats up heroin addicts.
Well, it's funny because they'll walk now and you'll see him on alert and they'll be kind of like half nodded. They're trying to stay up, dude. It's like, dude, go home, man.
If you're nodding out trying to avoid a black dude running and punching you, that must just be crazy.
It's like a video game, dude.
It really is. It's like the end of it. You remember that ski game with the laptop? The black dude's the abominable snowman and ski free. He comes out and cracks you. Oh man! I was also thinking when we saw that yard sale and all the junkies were coming up to buy shit from the other junkies. It's like a bake sale for junkies. But dude, the idiots buying shit must have been like, if you're high on heroin and you're looking at a table at a yard sale, it's just this is the best teddy bear I've ever seen in my life. I gotta buy this. I gotta have this.
Well, the teddy bears are probably like teddy bear, one dick suck. Like,
Yeah. Oh fuck!
fake ring, you owe me a favor.
Oh man! But
Holy
yeah,
shit. So stay
guaranteed,
off the fucking Xannies.
Don't take Xannies.
Try not to steward fucking. At least buy a street testing
So they're
kit.
putting fentanyl in this shit.
And coke, dude.
Is it because fentanyl is...
It's addictive.
Is it a corporation thing that's going on here? I think big pharma's...
I don't know, man, because there's a guy who, I mean, they made it. Someone made it and developed it and got paid off of it, you know. But now I guess.
So if it's getting into Xannies, that
people
drug dealers putting them in.
Yes, there was a guy called the Brain. He was known as the Brain down in Mexico, and apparently he figured out how to mass produce fentanyl because these companies make it. And all you need to do if you're a cartel, you can hire scientists to reverse engineer it and just start producing fentanyl. It's a synthetic.
Get some dudes
opioid.
to break bad.
Yeah, dude, you
break
get some
mall,
Heisenbergs, dude. Break your mall, Rompio Mall, dude.
Oh,
I don't know my Espanol, dude. And Romper Mall, dude. And so they just make it so they could be getting it from drugstores. It could be coming from anywhere. So, dude, they put it. There two guys like smoked crack and died, and it was just fentanyl. They just they thought they were smoking crack rocks. They're just
having
fucking
a nice time smoking some crack.
trying to have a good time, dude.
I bet they have good times on crack. Then you got to run around for the abominable coming at you.
Dude, I mean, crack, you're fucking, you're flying,
buzzing,
dude. You're not, the abominable's not getting you.
You escape that guy in a second.
Nah, you're flying. He's not worried about you. He might.
He'll come out and get
some
you.
riffraff, yeah.
He'll fucking knock you out.
The worst is when I used to do demolition, and like if you do like a little side job or whatever, or like I'd have to run for when I was working for an electrician, you get all the scrap metal and you got to go to like the scrap yard.
I'm sorry, all I'm thinking about is the abominable black man.
Just coming up and be like, wow.
Dude, that must be so fun. If you've already been to jail and like you're a monster,
you just come out and you get to
and you get to fucking tee off on junkies like that.
Yeah.
And if you don't care and you think you're doing the right thing with like you're protecting your block,
it's a blast.
He must honestly be like,
good.
This
he
is
goes
great.
home and he's just like, fuck yeah, dude.
Taking care of business.
He's just like, dude, nothing.
That'd be a sick montage. Playing taking care of business while he's just knocking out junkies.
I want to try to get the street cameras. You know, cops have like, so every person that gets, they have access to like all the live leaks.
Yeah.
So like as a cop, you watch people getting shot almost every day. Like, because they come up, when it happens in your district, they send it out on email and you got to watch it.
Eesh.
So it'll just be like two dudes in a fucking corner store, and you'll see a guy come up in a mask and they pop, pop, pop. And you see the people just like drop against the glass and all the other people in the store. It's fucking crazy.
God, and then people are like, why are cops so jumpy?
Yeah, man.
Like, yeah, they're watching people like shoot people
a lot
every
too.
fucking day.
Yeah, and then like they have little chats where like all the ones from around the country complain, like, "Yo, did you see this shit?"
Yeah, that's what we need.
Like,
we need Mechanicsburg's police department to be like, look at all these black guys shooting people.
Yeah, dude.
If you look at like the Up Around Police Department's fucking like web register, like who they've arrested, it's just black dudes.
Yeah.
If you are a black dude driving through Mechanicsburg, they're gonna fucking get you.
Look out, dude. There was a guy, Ridley Park's the same thing, where they were like the last police force to be all white. And they were right next to Chester, and there was a doctor who, like, just some black dude who was a doctor drove through Ridley Park.
Got pulled over a bunch of
three times, dude.
Yeah.
It was like a 1.5 mile stretch. He got pulled 3 times, dude. And he was just like, "What the fuck?"
That's because all these honkies are watching Live Leak every day.
I know. they're just like, I got him.
We can't let him in here.
What the fuck? Even a Beamer?
Come to our nice town.
Dude, it would probably be like, what the whoop whoop? They saw a Beamer and they were just like, nope.
Yeah. All right, we got to.
Let's do it, dude. We're out.
So we picked it up at the end.
We picked it up. We had some fucking spikes.
We had a genuine conversation to start this thing.
We did. It was nice.
How are you?
It was nice.
What's going on? Yeah, September 29th. Come to Boston, dude.
Let's go, dude.
Fucking sick.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, reports of BBG coming through.
Just coming to Boston?
Yeah.
Coming to Beantown?
Yeah.
Coming to flick your Beantown, baby.
Yeah, because then I think I'm in New Mexico and Arizona the next week. Bro. Shout out to all my fucking desert listeners. Come out to fucking New Mexico.
I love New Mexico, Arizona, dude.
Really?
Have you ever been out there before?
No, I've never been out there.
Sick, dude.
Really?
So tight. I love it.
I can't wait.
I fucking love it out there.
That's sick.
It's just mountains. You go out and like, you know, around here you see like buildings and shit. Out there, you always see just Purple Mountain's majesty. Just like that's like your horizon is just mountains in the distance.
Think I should take hard drugs when I'm out there?
If you want, I was just out there smoking middies with my fucking boss I used to work for, dude.
I'm in DC the week after that, so I'll promote that later. But for now,
for sure.
Boston.
Hit Kirky.
29th.
You're gonna love Kirky, dude.
I'm gonna do meth when I get to New Mexico.
You have to. You should be like the dude from fucking Succession. Experiment successful.
The 11th, 12th, and 13th, I'll be at the DC Draft House with opening for the Danny Soder. Oh so come through. But yeah, the 29th in Boston, come to that. Donate to the Patreon, dude. What are you doing not doing that?
Let's go, baby.
What are you doing? Listen to this. Baby. Enjoying this shit. Not
paying
homage to the
we had to drag
dogs.
ourselves, dude. This would be fucking... I mean, how much can we leave, dude?
I was fucking blacked out last night.
Yeah, man.
Coming off, I drove like crazy. You know, this
I was painting.
This is hard work.
Painting, dude. I got French kissed by my dog. Chuck a little something.
When's the last time you watched porn?
Dude, I didn't watch any all week. I was totally clean, dude. I finally got released today.
You released today?
Woo! I got some pussy, dude.
You got some sick pussy?
I got some HED and some fucking
head?
Pussy, dude.
You got some fucking head?
I got some motherfucking head, dude.
Damn, dude.
I got head and pussy, dude.
Damn.
I had a 5 or 6 day no fat boner.
Did you thank Allah?
Oh, dude, I literally, as I was having sex, started laughing to myself because I no lie, thanked Allah in my head, and I was like, I can't wait to tell the dogs I got pussy today, dude. And I almost laughed during sex about it.
I do that a lot.
I was just in my head. All I could think about was the dogs, dude. I almost made her shout out the cast, dude, while I was fucking getting some pussy, dude.
Damn, I'm definitely doing that from now on.
Yeah, but yo, you gotta shout out the cast, dude.
Shout out the fucking cast as I finish.
And just videotape it, dude. But yeah, I had a full 6 day no fat. I had my full dick, dude.
Wow.
I'm telling you, if you have like 6 days in you, I had like my ancestors' dick. Just like full fucking prairie nomad, dude. I was just like, whoa.
Yeah, dude. Allah loves that shit.
Ooh,
Allah loves when dogs get head.
Loves it, dude.
He loves blood.
He might have been pissed about how old my girlfriend is, but
true.
And
Allah
the fact that, you know,
Allah loves baby girls.
He loves baby
spilling blood for baby girls.
We out, baby.
Praise the Lord, I was born to drive boat. Feeling like Slash in front of the chapel. I'm lean back with the less pull. Shit I smoke is like cholesterol. Spill dressing on the vest at the festival, the best of all. Had a midget Puerto Rican at my beck and call.